Hey there, my viewers. It's the host with the moster. It's the one and only. It is Team Raya. Hopefully, everyone out there is doing awesome. I'm doing pretty good. Now, I think a couple weeks ago that I made a discussion about possibility the return of Rey Mysterio back in the WWE. Or on the other hand, he might go in another company called GFW or AKA TNA. I think I like that name better than the current name of the company, but it's whatever, right, my viewers? But anyway, at the time, Rey Mysterio cannot make up his freaking mind up. Is it WWE or GFW? You can't do both, Rey Mysterio. You cannot do both. So, McMahon says, no, you're not going to come back to WWE. If you want to know the full details, I'll put the article down below. And probably there's another reason McMahon denied his return. Rey Mysterio wants less dates for WWE, like Y2J, Brock Lesnar, and beyond, even John Cena. So that means he'd be a part-time wrestler. So, I don't know. I think eventually he'll come back to WWE when McMahon cracks says, okay, Rey Mysterio, you could come back to WWE. And I thought, when he does come back, before the rumor that he's going to help out 205. Now, this is just my opinion. It don't matter if he's there or not. 205 is just a big old train wreck because they don't know what to do with 205. They should just get rid of it, in my opinion. Now, I'm glad that McMahon says no. I don't know if I read it correctly or not. Probably not. He's a great high flyer. He was, but his injuries took a toll on his body, He did a lot of 619, Hurricanrana, and all that other stuff. So, I don't know how old is Rey Mysterio. Does anyone know? And he has some great feuds with Eddie Guerrero, rest in peace. Chris Benoit, rest in peace. Yes, I know he killed his wife and his son and himself, but still, it's sad that he did that kind of stuff. He won the World Championship at WrestleMania 22 in Chicago, Illinois. Should have been there, but tickets sold out very quickly. The only reason he won the Rumble that year because Eddie Guerrero died the following year in 05. So if that never happened, I guarantee that Rey Mysterio will never become Royal Rumble winner that year. And after that, down the road, he won another chance at the World Belt at the Fatal 4-Way pay-per-view. And he did not hold that very long, but it was very stupid booking in my eyes. I like Rey Mysterio, okay? He did great things in WCW and ECW for a short time, and he did great things in the early days of in WWE, in my eyes. And then after that, he had too many injuries. If you watch the early days of the tapes, of the DVDs of the early 2000s, when it says, don't try this at home, Rey Mysterio says, I have 5 injuries, 5 knee surgeries. You guys remember that? So I don't know what's total now, probably more. And I guarantee his mind says no, but his body says, keep on going, Rey Mysterio, keep on going. I think it was last year or even before that a freaky accident, a wrestler died out there. And a lot of people are blaming Rey Mysterio because he did a 619 and the wrestler passed away. That was a freak accident, right? Or am I wrong? Let me know down below. Was it last year or was it 2 years ago? I think it happened in Mexico, right? I feel sorry for Rey Mysterio. He's got to live with that for the rest of his life. Wow. Rey Mysterio is definitely a WWE future Hall of Famer. Hopefully they put him in the Hall of Fame, I don't know if he left on bad terms or what. So I'm not too sure. I think I'm trying to remember. I think he was on TV for a long time for WWE, and then he just ran out his contract, and then he went somewhere else. I think other wrestling companies. I'm not too sure. I think with John Morrison, that company. I'm not really too sure, but he did some great things, especially in WCW, the Cruiserweight division. Eddie Guerrero versus Rey Mysterio, Cruiserweight belt versus The Mask. I get that on DVD, and probably you guys saw it before. Halloween Havoc, I think, 96 or 97. It's on the network. If you don't have the DVD collection, It's everywhere. You can find it on YouTube. Those two guys have some classic matches. Rey Mysterio versus Kurt Angle. When Rey Mysterio, I think that was the first major pay-per-view at SummerSlam '02. That was a very good match. That was the first match to kick off that show that year. And I'm very surprised that Rey Mysterio won, because I guess that was his first major pay-per-view. And he won so many championships, tag team belts, cruiser belts, WWE championship, world title. He did it all, I don't know if he won hardcore. Hardcore wasn't around, I think they got rid of it by then. So he did it all. He had some great feuds, not so great feuds. I'm not a big fan of, when they call him the underdog, like against Big Show or Brock Lesnar. That was so stupid, though. They should just keep him in the cruiserweight division, and he have a great partner of Billy Kidman and Konnan and ECW, not ECW, WCW. I wish Konnan come to WWE, but I think McMahon don't like him for some reason. McMahon don't like anybody these days. McMahon's just an old, bitter old man for some reason, So I don't know. And I think I don't know if I mentioned this. I think the reason McMahon denies Rey Mysterio's return because he wants less states like Brock Lesnar, John Cena. The list goes on. You know what I'm saying? So if any of these wrestlers want to come back to WWE, it's not gonna be a full-time thing. It's gonna be a part-time thing. Now, like I said before, I'm gonna say it again. I don't mind they come back to the company, but don't give them any freaking belts. They don't need it any more belts. I know Lesnar really dampened it when he was gone for so many months since WrestleMania, but still, he don't need a belt. And that was rock and a hard place between Brock Lesnar and Goldberg. Who's gonna get that belt? Exactly. They should have done off the record. They should have like a tournament, but we all know who's gonna win that. Roman freaking Reigns. But that's what I gotta say. Once again, I'll put the article down below. You guys will read it for yourself, word for word. Are you guys upset that Rey Mysterio is not gonna return to WWE, or do you think eventually down the road that he will go back to WWE? I think if he does go back to WWE, he should just stay on 205 and help out these young high flyers. Well, they're not really. Some of them high flyers, some are not. They just usually just stay on the mat. I remember the good old days of the Cruiserweight when it was exclusive. The SmackDown brand back in the late 2000s. You got Kid Cash. You got I can't remember the whole roster, but it was Ultimate Dragon. The one I really liked was WrestleMania 20. Was the open challenge for the Cruiserweight Championship, and Noble was in there, and Chavo Guerrero. I think, Chavo Guerrero. I think that's Eddie Guerrero's nephew. So they had a great roster back in the day. I think way better than now, in my opinion. I cannot really get into this 205 stuff. When the Raw's over, I'm done. A lot of people cannot stand Raw. I just watch Raw and SmackDown and pay-per-views. That is enough for me. They got too much on TV right now, or on the network. Too much. They need to cut back big time. When is WWE going to realize that 205 is not really working out? I'm not too sure if they ever going to realize it. So, we all know that it goes through McMahon. McMahon has the final decision. I wish Triple H has the final decision. Probably have better booking or better decisions, the final decision. But I don't know. Hopefully Triple H won't be a douche like Vince is, Vince is just an old bitter man, and he's all very stubborn, and that's all I gotta say. But are you guys kind of bummed out about Rey Mysterio not returning to the company, or do you guys could care less? I wish Rey Mysterio a lot of luck, but does he really need to wrestle at his age? Let me know what is his age. I'm assuming he's in his 40s by now. I'm assuming he has a lot of money from these other companies, or does he blow it on things that he doesn't really need, Has anyone ever met Rey Mysterio back in the day? I think I told you the story. If I didn't, I apologize. If I did, I apologize also. But let me give you a quick rundown before I sign off. Back in, oh God, I don't remember. It was at the World Wheels in Chicago, Illinois with my dad. We saw a lot of great cars. I know that's nothing to do with wrestling, but let me get to the topic. Rey Mysterio was there. Long line, but he was 2 hours late, and I said to my dad, let's just get the hell out of here. And I don't know if he got penalized or not. He should have got in trouble, but I don't know. But these celebrities, they're never on time. Nothing, it's ridiculous, We do these for these wrestlers, and they can't be on time. I don't know if he got stuck in traffic, broke down, but they should have made an announcement. They didn't say nothing to us until later on, but it was a little too late. I'm not going to be there forever to wait longer, but, traffic in Chicago is a pain in the butt. You know that, my viewers. But if you met him, let me know if he's a nice, cool, and collective kind of guy, or was he in a bad mood and took it on the fans. I hate when these wrestlers had a bad day and they have to take on us. At least could it just be happy and be nice to us, but that's what I gotta say. But I think this is kind of suck that Rey Mysterio's not coming back. On the other hand, this might be good news. He's not coming back. I don't know. I think eventually he's gonna come back in the future. Probably the only time he's gonna come back when they make an announcement he's gonna be in the Hall of Fame. But if he does come back to WWE for a Hall of Fame thing, who is gonna induct him? Chavro, Vicky Guerrero. I know she's not part of the company, but he could always ask her. So I don't know. Anything could happen. So, or maybe Kurt Angle, because they have some great history with their very first match, SummerSlam 02. So that's all I gotta say. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the like button, and also before I sign off here, hit the notification on your cell phone. Hit the little bell. Then you know when I have the next upload and all good stuff. That article will be down below. Have a good one, and I might be on later on tonight. Make another one. If not, I'll be back tomorrow sometime. Have a good one. This is your good old buddy here, host with the most here. It is Team Ray. Is sign off. Let me know what you think about the article before when I'm done talking. Read the article, and I want your opinion on the article and what's your thoughts, what I have to say. Now I'm out of here. Have a good one, and I'll catch you later on the flip side. Good night, everyone. Good night. Possibility I might come back. Just wait and see. Don't forget to hit the notification on your cell phone. Team Ray is now signing off. Later, Gators.